Oh boy, $113.32 Solana continuing up and up and up. And everybody's kind of was waiting for it to go down a little bit so they could pick some up on a dip, and it just won't dip. Just won't dip. We take a look at the chart. I had Solana for since last month sometime. I had a little bag, right? And then I wanted to accumulate some more. And I believe I transferred or converted something I had already had, just a little tiny bit, into Solana and some other little things. And then I was ready to actually make maybe transfer some Ethereum or convert some of that and kind of do a little bigger chunk and go a little more in. And I was all mad because I just missed this dip back here in the 26th of August, where it was down around $65. And you see this straight line where it goes right back up here to $76. Well, that was right about the exact time where I got home and I could actually invest. And it wasn't very long after that, a couple of hours, where I'm like, well, Solana's still going up, so I may as well just do it anyway. So I bought a little bit more at $80, thinking it's probably going to go down, but I know by the end of the cycle it'll at least double, if not triple. So that's fine, right? Dollar cost averaging, that's fine. You know it could go down in the short term. And then what did it do? At 80, a couple days later, we're at 100 and almost $115. And there is no dips in here. You can say, buy the dips. Where are the dips? You hate to say you don't want to chase after things, right? You don't want to FOMO in. You don't want to do that. But what if there's no dips? If you want Solana, the best I could say is not investment advice, of course. The best I could say is just buy in. If you want Solana, just buy in, and that's it. You know, like, it may cool down. We had this big spike today. It may cool down a bit over the next couple of days, but the Solana is very strong. Nobody is quite sure exactly what is going on, but I would expect it's because of a lot of NFTs are probably switching over to use Sol. Because, yeah, who wants to pay $100 to mint an NFT on Ethereum? Nobody. Nobody wants to do that. So they're going to go to Sol. At least for right now, and we'll see what Cardano on the 12th of next month is going to do, and what all it's going to have out of the box. It's still, even there with Cardano as kind of a direct competitor, they're just getting started if everything goes to plan on the 12th, where Sol's been up and running for a while. Of course, Ethereum's been around for years. So we'll see what happens then. But one of the big factors, there's probably some insider people who know a little bit more about what's going on, because Solana tweeted out this, and that between August 31st and October 8th, there's going to be something happening. We don't know. Big news, maybe. That's why probably the market has gone up by 20%. If you want to find out, yes, you put your email address in there and click your get updates. But tomorrow, you don't have to wait very long. It's not one of these things that's nebulous where they say, yeah, ETH 2.0 sometime, maybe December, maybe. Put your name on the list. We'll let you know. No, this is tomorrow. Tomorrow. You'll know all about what is going to go on Solana. So if you were thinking about dollar cost averaging or thinking about getting into Solana, it may not be a bad time to do that. Especially if you're not worried about immediately making tremendous money. I mean, right now it makes all-time highs every day. What do you say? I mean, buying the dip is from what? When it comes down off of all-time high? Is that what you're supposed to do? It did hit $116 today and dropped back by $3 or $4, and now it's making its way back. Don't know what to tell you. Haven't really seen anything like it, because Solana, people just kind of guessing at the reasons as to why it's climbing. It's obviously a good, sound, solid blockchain, but so are many others in the top 20 coins and tokens. So that's what's going on with the Solana news. That is what's going on with Solana news. I want to talk a little bit with the dollar cost averaging profile, because we had something exciting happen. This has been going on since I started this channel, which has been about 3 weeks now. We started with $1,000, and every week we add $100 as the dollar cost average examples. And it was for the first 2 weeks that the gambler profile, where you're dollar cost averaging and you're putting money into speculative, highly speculative, like Dogecoin, like a Shiba Inu coin, like XRP, and some of these other ones. And it was earning about, twice what the investment profile was. But then came Solana. Okay, so, and then came Solana, and the market decides to go sideways. Bitcoin, Ethereum have been trending sideways for 2 weeks. I thought it would break this week, but I guess we're going to hold off until the 7th of September when we've got go live in El Salvador for Bitcoin. So I guess we got another week of going sideways, but it will pop. It will pop here eventually. Anyways, we'll take a look at the portfolio. This is the investor example where we basically just buy things and hold them. And then maybe we might convert something if it's not performing into a better performing asset. So what I did for this week is, of course, added to my Solana bag. When I first started this, we bought $100 worth of Solana on our first dollar cost average investment. So I put another, I couldn't buy a whole Solana, so another 0.85 Solana in there, another $97 or whatever it is. So we have 2.25 Solana now. And since current holdings since the last time that we've traded, since this portfolio was started, this is where we're at. Bitcoin is up $58, Ethereum $38, $60 almost for Solana, $50 on Engine, $13 on Polkadot, and $14 on Chainlink in 3 weeks. So basically, we're making $250-ish, 18% since the start of this portfolio, which isn't too bad. Where else? You're not going to get that out of your bank account. I can tell you that, right? Now we have our gambler example. And look at this. It's down. So our investment example has now surpassed, granted, thanks to Solana, right? Thanks to Solana. I mean, that's doing crazy gains. But the solid blue chip investments that everybody who is a major player, BlackRock, Grayscale, all the investment firms, the large corporations, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, right? The only thing in here that would be a speculative, sort of even considered speculative, would be Engine Coin. And Engine Coin isn't, in my opinion. I think it's the main player for NFTs. And they started a lot of things in video games and some other sort of fringe things in blockchain, but they're primarily focused now, I believe, on minting NFTs. And if that's what they do, then that's they're golden, right? Minting NFTs. Polkadot, of course, is helping out Ethereum a little bit with their fees and whatnot. And Chainlink, which is pretty much the only Oracle play out there. But on the old gambler profile, Dogecoin is still doing okay. XRP is up 42% since last trade. The old pirate chain, down 16%. So what's going to happen after this recording is done is I will take the pirate chain and I will roll that. What is this? $160 is going to go into Solana because, hey, why not? We're gambling. We're gonna hope and pray the old Solana doesn't drop 50% of its value because the announcement is terrible tomorrow, and it's not going to. It's not going to. VeChain is down 2%, which, VeChain has its pumps and then it sits there and does nothing. It's kind of like XRP. Engine Coin is still in here. Is also Engine, I think, could take off and go parabolic. My own personal opinion. Solana here is down because I just added it for the $100 DCA. So I just added 0.85 Solana to this profile about a half hour ago. And since then, it's lost, 1/1,000,000th of a penny. Chili's is still on here, and that's going up 3%. I expected this to do a little better, but maybe when more sports seasons are going. I don't know if they have the Olympics license. If they have the Olympics license, that'd be huge. Atari, which for whatever reason has been super, super strong this last month. It's been my probably top performer next to Doge. XRP on here, it says 42%. I don't think that's accurate though, but in my mind, when I'm not looking at this stuff. It's Dogecoin and Atari. And Atari, I don't even know what it does that people like it and it's making money. Maybe it's a small enough cap where if someone puts $1,000 in, it moves the market. I don't know. But what the important thing to take away is here is you're making more after 3 weeks. If the market is going sideways, you are making more on your blue chip standard top cryptos in the top 10 than you are speculating and gambling on these other coins. Now, when Bitcoin decides to go up, and Bitcoin goes up by 6, 7, 8% in a day, then this portfolio is going to go up by 30%, okay? That is how these work. So if you're into trading and you move cryptos around a lot, you're going to be involved in more of this stuff than the investment. But if you're like me and you just want to buy stuff and hold on to it and not have to think about it, this is the style of portfolio you'd want to do. And yeah, you do your dollar cost averaging, whatever the price happens to be, which is why we're putting into Solana. It happens to be all-time highs, I guess. Sure. We'll do that. Solana, I don't think, is going anywhere. So that's what we have for dollar cost averaging. And the news for the day, of course, is Solana, as it has been for a few days in the last week. Pretty much every day you could make a Solana video. New all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high. So that's what we have with that. We'll see you next time.